So let's just let you all get back. And as soon as Terry tells me you're all back, start saying hello.
We've got quite a few hellos. Hello Sarah and Kath in the Buttercream Flowers, Julie Cliff.
So we was just talking that somebody said in the Buttercream Flowers, we answering comments, but it seems that all the ladies in the Buttercream Flowers are also on the main page, so that's where most of the chit chat's going on today. So what I've done now is, this cake, this is the buttercream one, so this is had a coat, but it needs a thick coat, so we're just going to put the thick coat on. So we're just going to put the thick coat on now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just...
There might be more latency because we're streaming to 3. There might be a bit more delay than normal.
I know, I'm just trying to lick my finger. I'm just going to go and wash my cloth, wash my hands.
Everyone is saying hello. Barbara, Divya, Rita, Carol, Kerry. Karen Naylor says hello.
Hi. Yeah, Karen should be home now. Oh no, she's on late.
Elizabeth, Caroline, Mo, Dinaz, Leslie, Jeanette. And we've got a lot of Happy New Year's.
Good, so while you're doing that, I'm just going to put my next coat on the crumb coat here. So this is the buttercream, not the Swiss meringue. So we need to get a really thick layer on here.
My phone is dying.
Well, if your phone is dying, just you stick to the comments in the group.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm just putting on the thick coat on the buttercream cake. Okay? Because you don't want any sponge on show, because then you can't scrape any out. Okay, so we need to get the thick coat on nice and thick. So I believe that doing a stripe cake, it's all about being patient. And we all know that I'm very slapdash. Very slapdash, I just like to throw it on, and that will do. But today we're going to test my patience. So we've got to get a nice thick coat on. I was laughing with Karen who works here. This is Karen Griffiths, not Karen Naylor. So I said to Karen, oh, I'd like to practice over Christmas. Anyway, I never got a chance. And but I was laughing, I rang her today and said, why on earth I told you to make 4-inch cakes, Karen? I've no idea. So she said, well, I did wonder. I was planning on doing stripe cakes on 4-inch cake rounds. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? So, plenty of buttercream on. So I'm going to get plenty of buttercream on. Make sure it's fully covered. I want loads of it on. We make it nice and thick. You've got to make it nice and thick. So you can see those prongs there. They've got to go in. So they've got to go in for us to scrape. Yeah.
Are we doing that kind of striped cake?
Yeah. Oh, what do you think I was doing?
I was also wondering.
Oh, what do you think I was doing?
Like layering it onto afterwards.
Yeah, like 5 different colours, like rainbow or something.
What, like the way you did it, the ombre thing?
No, with definite layers in.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. It looks like
It's more of the shape. We thought it was more of like a colour.
I thought you were going to just put like pipe rings round and then smooth it out and hope everything goes to plan.
You could do it that way. We'll leave that for your life, Simon.
All right.
Did you use cold or hot water when using adding to the buttercream cake?
Hot water.
Warm water, yeah.
Hot, yeah. So we've had our crumb coat on, and then just going to put some over here. So I don't know if everybody's back yet. Terry will let me know.
Yes, we are back. We've got Jane watching, Paula, Adele in the Buttercream Flowers, Jill, Carol, Leslie, Kath.
So Terry says to me she's struggling answering in the Buttercream Flowers because the conversation is going that fast in the main group. She's struggling to look at both, and so if she misses you in Buttercream Flowers, don't worry. She's not ignoring you.
So I'll say hi to Annetta on YouTube.
Hi Annetta.
And Karen.
Have we got everybody else back on YouTube?
We've got a good number on YouTube, yeah. They're not said hello yet, so
Right.
I don't
You just see them.
don't know who they are. And Karen has said she's made a striped cake load and you'll smash it.
Oh, thanks. Well, this is my first one. We've yet to see yet. So I'm just going to get my chair because my back is broken a little bit.
Rose says hello, Jenny says hey,
Hi.
Dawn says I'm back, Linda, she says there's 300 people watching,
Oh, goody good.
Wendy, Jules, Helen, Anne.
Ah, is
Lynn
my Jules watching?
is back.
Is that my Jules? Jules Brownhill.
Let's have a look. Jules Johnson.
Oh, Jules Johnson. Sorry, you can be my Jules as well. Right, okay, so I'm having to sit down because my back is just gone. So we'll see how we go. Right, okay, so we are going to go here with the scraper, just light, and we're going to take it all the way round. Yeah. I'm going to carry on taking it round, and I am going to get a gripper for this.
Lynn says she can't get it on YouTube, so I know.
Lynn,
Linu.
Woodward.
we are on YouTube.
Yeah, there's everybody else is watching on YouTube, Lynn.
We have 24 people watching, so
Jules says, oh thank you, I'm from Scotland.
Hello.
New Jules.
Helen Cakes is watching.
Right, so there's some grippers up there. See that white gripper there? Do you know what gripper is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just going to pick this up and stick it on a gripper.
It's like a pizza dough.
Thank you. So as you can see, I've not got much scraped off here. So, so scraping it off. I'm going to put it back on again. So we're just going to use it, fill in some of the little holes.
And Jackie asks, Carol, have you been to see someone about your back?
No, I haven't got time.
Too busy.
Matthew Smith is looking forward to seeing how this is done, Karen.
So am I. I'm not kidding either. I think Simon and Terry are looking forward to it as well. Oh well. I think the rest of everybody else is. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Right, so we've done a nice thick coat here, so I'm just filling in.
I'm going to be amazed to see how you do both cakes in 50
Yeah,
minutes.
because they've got a different idea on the stripes, haven't they? So what's your idea on what you thought I was doing? We're just having a conversation about the stripes. They didn't know I was going to use this stripe comb thing.
And Nicola asks, where can I purchase grippers, please?
See you tomorrow. Bye. We sell grippers on our website. So this little round one, I think, I don't know how much this is, but we sell them different sizes. So they just come in random colours. And you just go to our website and you go to the brand called Baco Glide, I think it's called. That brand. So let's just go around again.
Just to point out, the one on the top of the turntable is the one that comes with the Atico turntable.
Yeah, the one on the, yeah, that's right. Oh, quite impressed with that. That'll do. Right, look, even less buttercream. I'm quite impressed with that. First for me, anybody who watches me normally. Right, Simon, that can go in the freezer. And let's get the other one out. So that's had its second coat. I'm not worrying about the top. That can just all be sorted out afterwards.
Julie says, naughty girl, and you know it too, make the time.
I know, I just don't have time. I'm workaholic.
Kathy says the anticipation is killing me. I too thought it was going to be all crazy coloured stripes.
No.
Are you passing that?
I am. I'm just going to clean this and you can have it in 1 second. Who knows what it's going to look like? We might all get there in the end. Right.
Sarah and Kath say hi again on the Buttercream Flowers group. Right.
Hi. Right. Okay. So we're now going on to the Swiss meringue mix. So I'm just going to try the comb now. Okay. So let's try the comb. So I am using the Wilton combs. They come in a pack of 3. They've got 6 designs on them. So you've got all different edges. Yep. So I'm going to use them. They come in a pack of 3, so they do 6 designs, and we're going to use this one. Yeah. I do sell some Evil Cake Genius ones, and they're the metal ones. They're from, so there's loads of different designs as those. Now I may well be out of stock out of 1 or 2 of them, but I know I've got 1 of each left, so I'm going to put them on the website, back in stock on the website afterwards. So, but I won't be stocking them from Evil Cake Genius. They're based in America, and at the moment, until we know what's going on with Brexit and shipping and all the COVID, it just like, now we're back locked down again. Anything shipping from abroad is horrendously priced. So anything from abroad, I'm just not getting in anymore for the moment. Right, so this is my Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm going to try, now I've not got a neat edge here. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try with my comb. Okay, so let's clean my comb, because I stuck it in before. And then, so I'm going to try now with my comb. So we're just going to put it in there. Okay, so I'm going to push it in. Right, so can you see it's pushed in there? So I'm going to push it in. And then we are going to go round. Oops. So, oops. Push it back in, don't worry about that. So push it back in so it's set. So now we're going to oops. Ooh, look at all that buttercream come off there. Right, so that's where we want to be up to, isn't it? Yeah.
Joanne said it'd be grand. Carol's New Year resolution will be to never give up her winging it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, eh, Carol?
No, I know, I don't intend to. This is the way I've always shown you. I think, you know what, I know some of you said you want to know about isomalt. So I don't know anybody who does isomalt apart from a lady down in Brighton. And I've asked her if she'll come up here. She's a specialist, but she just can't get up here. So I'm going to play with isomalt live with you lot. Just not yet though. So let's get these things. So I think I'm quite happy with that stripe. So I think we just need to go a little bit deeper here. So just fit them in, fit it in again. So I'm just going to go a bit deeper here. Yep. So they look all even, don't they?
Michelle said it was brilliant, Carol. Linda says amazing.
Right, okay. So that's our grooves for the moment. All right, let me clean up my board. I'll have to stand up.
So can anything be done with a waste buttercream?
Yeah, we can use it, yep. You can freeze Swiss meringue buttercream, okay? Now when you bring it back, you have to bring it back to room temperature and then whip it, all right? So,
not go back in the tub with the rest of it?
Not with this, no, because it's been frozen, so we just need to, it's a different consistency. Let me just put this in here a minute.
Elizabeth's looking forward to isomalt.
Yeah, I've never done isomalt. Believe me, I bought the gloves. They came via Amazon yesterday, the gloves, and I bought some, and I've been looking at things to do with chocolate as well. So, just some little quirky things.
Elaine Coombs has that said she's got to use isomalt on an elephant cake.
Oh.
She's never used it before.
Listen, I'm not going to be doing anything exciting with isomalt. I'm just going to make one of those like glass vase type effects. That's all I'm going to make.
You're going to make a glass vase out?
Well, it's not like it looks like a glass vase. It
Does not
sits like
sound
that.
simple.
That's all I'm going to make with it. So you're getting off me.
Would you be blowing that like glass?
Absolutely, of course I will.
Wow.
No, I won't. Right, okay, so we've got that there now. So what we're going to do now is...
A few of the ladies are debating whether it would be easier if it weren't fridged. Would it be...
No, it has to be fridged.
It has to be fridged.
Yeah, listen, I've been watching YouTube videos all Christmas. So I think John's gone mad. So in between me working, I've got my computer on and one screen, YouTube videos. Right, so it has to be fridged. Right, okay, so where is my Swiss meringue buttercream? There it is. Right, I need you to just grab me 2 little bowls, please. Like that size, under there. That'd be great. And then we've got 2 piping bags. Ooh. Thanks, Terry.
Karen?
Pardon?
Doing a Karen?
Yeah. So, okay. And we're just going to colour them. Just going to do a nice pastel colour. So we're going to do a mint green using the pistachio colour splash. Just a little bit. Ooh. And I'm going to do a pink. If we've got any pink. Don't worry, I've got more in the cupboard. Oh, there's. Whenever you get to the end of your containers, don't think it's all gone. Snip that off, get your knife in. Loads there. Right. So we're just going to...
for the outcome of this song.
You're excited, are you? So actually, Sam, could you just put that back in the freezer for me? Sorry. While I just do this. I can't pass it to you. You'll have to come here.
No,
Get it
have
then.
to.
Can you just pass it?
I'll get it.
I can't stretch my back anymore. Sorry.
Is this on that?
No, leave that
No,
there.
take the board. So if you just take that. Yeah, no, pass that. That's great. So just
the
do.
other one out.
No, not yet. I know you're going to have to make space, I did say. Right, the reason that you have to put it in the freezer is you're scraping off all the time. So if it's soft buttercream, it just scrapes off so easily. Whereas when it's firm,
Would
doesn't.
it be better in the fridge if you had more time?
No, just leave it in the freezer.
Right, so you actually want it in the fridge?
Yes, I do. That's why I asked you before to take
No, I
everything
mean,
off the shelves.
For the people wanting,
No, no.
they want it in the freezer anyway.
Yeah, you always want it in the freezer. 15-20 minutes.
Amanda Sykes, thanks for showing me how it's done. I've always wondered how.
I'm not sure how it's done myself yet, so we've got to get there and do it
not
yet.
finished yet.
So we've got to get there and do it yet. So while that's freezing up, so Simon thinks he's going to sit down now, but he isn't.
Oh,
So I need another 2 bowls of these, please. Sorry, Terry. So what we're going to do then is, oh, here's Lincoln. Go on, let him in. Let Lincoln in. Here's the dog. He's here. Did you hear him? Watch him come swanking past in a minute. Hello, fella. Have you come to say hello to everybody? Hey, you come to say hello? You might just see his tail. Yeah, there he is. Lincoln. Yeah. He's like the Lion King. He does exactly everything his way. Right, so there we go. So 2 nice pastel colours we've got there. And I'm going to get the buttercream. I'm going to do the buttercream as well. So, was that the buttercream? Yes, it was. Yep, yeah, it's gone around the whole island to say hi to everybody. And then when he wants to leave, he just lets himself out. So I'm just doing the buttercream as well.
Everyone says hello, Lincoln.
Yeah. Hi, Lincoln. See, look, they all love you, babe. Is he making a funny noise?
Sounds like he's licking something.
Oh, right.
Bowl of water.
Oh, he's in the bin. Does that smell nice? Hey, that's the banana flavoured icing sugar, Lincoln. I don't think that'll do you any good, will it?
Lincoln wants his mama.
Yeah. That's because John's not paying attention as to where he is. Right, okay. Let's clean our hands. This is what we're getting now, pacing all the time. Right, so we've done the Swiss meringue buttercream. We're now going to do this. What are you laughing at?
The dog.
Should I do these a different colour? No, we're doing the same. Then you can see what they look like. Or should we do them a different colour? I think we should do them a different colour, really, shouldn't we?
I don't even know what's going to happen, so...
We'll do them a different colour. So we'll do a yellow. Oh, no, we won't. We'll do coral and violet. There you go. Yes, I know. You can't have a stroke. No. See, look, he's sitting under my arm now. You might just see him. No, you can't have a stroke. So I'm making cakes, babe. Yes.
Scissors?
Yep, there. Two of those, please. Good girl. Hey, you're getting used to this, aren't you, Terry? See, let's see how you're picking it all up. Hey? Yeah. So I use spatulas all the time. So I use a palette knife, but if you use a spatula, watch, it's so much easier. So, oh, there he goes. He's under the table now. So what we'll do is he'll want to get very close and we'll insist on going under the legs. Thanks. Yeah, so I think it's best we do two colours. So with this now, with the spatula, you can get all the way around the bowl. Look at that. Just makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Jolene says, look at that gorgeous face. Sorry, Carol, you have to, but I meant Lincoln.
I know, she does. She loves Lincoln. Everybody loves Lincoln, don't they, fella? So I think he's in his last year of his life, unfortunately. So he's 12 and a half. And he's doing well for... Look, he's getting ready now to let himself out. That's it, he's been round and cased the joint.
Diane's dog is also watching Sugar Crumbs with her as well.
Right, so yeah, Sam, put the camera on.
Oh.
So you'll see him in a minute. He's here, and he's gonna. Yeah, let me see. What are you doing, Lincoln? What are you doing? What are you doing? You gonna let him see you? He's just nudging me under that arm, so you might see him in a minute. So he's got his head on my knee.
It's when you ignore him, he'll start doing it again.
Yeah. So he's got his head on his knee. Oh, it's off again. Yeah, there. I'll have a look in there.
Gillian says mine does that too, especially when I'm watching the iPad.
Yeah. Just come and nudge you, don't they?
Lisa asks, is your boy average back? Yes.
He is, yeah. So I've got 5 dogs now. We had 7. So we lost George a few years ago. We lost Barney last year. And then we're down to, so Barney was a Jack Russell and so was George. So we're down to 3 Rhodesian Ridgebacks, which is Poppy, Daisy and Lincoln. And a Heinz 57, which is Basil, who's adorable. And Chip. Right, okay, so the Swiss meringue buttercream cake. So what do we need to do now? We, how long has the buttercream cake been in? Swiss meringue buttercream's only just gone in, hasn't it? So should we do the buttercream cake? Let's do that one.
Yeah, hasn't that been in since before the break?
No, because we had to put another coat on.
Oh.
We put another coat on, didn't we?
We've got a Watson and a Bella. rosy puppies.
Yes, I've got loads of new puppies, haven't there? Is it Helen Mills? What's Helen Mills's dog? New one called?
Helen is Rosie's.
Yeah. And Watson is Dinaz's, this isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
Remember.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is our buttercream cake. So this is the bigger one. All right. So we are going to pop in our scraper. Okay. I'm going to pop it in. Now the reason it has to be cool, this is what me watching YouTube. So the reason it has to be cool is because if this was soft buttercream now, you'd just be able to scrape it all off. All right. So it needs to be cool so that we can go along. So we just need to pull it. I know, it's all right, don't worry. We'll go back to it. Don't worry. So don't worry about any edges. Just keep going round. I'm not worried. Well, not yet, anyhow.
I'm very worried.
Oh, shut up. When you start getting worried, I start getting worried. Come on, show confidence.
Worry.
Don't show confidence.
All ladies
Okay.
in here have every confidence.
Yeah. So we are going back in. So it's very easy to put this back in. So just fix it back in. Right, he wants to go back out again now, so I'm...
Jackie's dog was
Got an
watching
extra one
Lincoln
now.
wander around your kitchen. Oh, we've got Chip in as well now.
Have we?
Hello.
Are you in a minute? Oh. Okay.
So you need some strength for this. Hiya, Chip Chop. Yeah, it's looking worrying, isn't it? Yeah.
It'll come together.
It will all come together, don't worry.
I wouldn't like to say whether that was too stiff or not stiff
Yeah, it may
enough.
well be too stiff actually. So I think it may well be too stiff. I think it's been in too long.
No, if you just
Right.
keep going.
So we're not going to worry about it. No, I think it is. I've scraped off too much. So we'll learn from this.
We
Right.
still have the
Don't
other one.
worry. Don't worry. Is that that's the Swiss meringue buttercream? Don't worry. Listen, I don't worry about any of it. Ooh. Right.
That's why you did two, isn't it? So that one turns out.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to crumb coat this again. So you don't ever panic. I told you before, don't ever panic. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this again. Okay. Right.
Do you keep your scraper straight or do you angle?
No, you keep it straight. So let me just take off this. Let me just take off this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smooth the buttercream on this cake again. And then I'm going to put it back on again. So look, that's all you got to do. Just don't panic, you're not ruining nothing. Can you just get me the hot water, please? Just pop the kettle on for 2. Is that hot? Just feel that.
It's warm. It's not hot.
Just pop the kettle on for me. So there we go. Don't panic, girls. See, look, it's all come smooth again. So all we're going to do is... So who would have been panicking there? Who would have been thought, oh, I've ruined my cake? This is why we watch, isn't it? Right. So I don't know what you're saying because Terry has waltzed off to get the hot water. She'll be back very shortly. So let me know if you're enjoying this live. And then while we're waiting to do that, I'm going to get out the other cake out of the fridge now. So if you want to get me the other cake out, Simon, that would be great. just going to move this out of the way. Is it there?
What, are you just leaving it there?
Yep. So we're back on the Swiss meringue buttercream. Okay. So we need piping bags. And you can put a tube in if you want to, and I'm actually going to put a tube in. I'll put number 10 in. Just 1 second. Oh, just a minute. Sorry, I've got a dodgy leg, dodgy knee, dodgy back. Right, so we want a number 10 tube, which, yep, that's perfect. And there you go, look at that. Pick them out straight away. Push them over there. Over there. Right. Put this in the bag. So we'll get Terry back on comments now.
Margaret says, always enjoying your lives, Carol, as we learn so much.
Thank you. And then we've got another bag.
I love my Tuesday afternoons with Carol McFarlane and the team, Helen says.
Yeah, thank you, Helen. We have a lovely group in Buttercream Flowers, don't we? It's a lovely group. And feel free, if you want to join. So it's £75 and it will last you at least a year. And once you're a member, so like all the people who joined last year, they're still members this year. They don't have to rejoin. So you've got it all the time. So we're going to put the Swiss meringue buttercream in one bag.
Andrea said, Jesus, I would have been crying.
Yeah, no. I don't cry. Do you know what? There's many a time I've gone under the table in this going live. And I just think, you know what, there's just no point, is there? There's just no point. It is what it is. It'll either work or it won't work. And you know what? I can always come back another day and do it another day. I'm going to be doing macarons for you next week with whipping it up. They'll either work or they won't. So we'll just do it. And some days they work, some days they don't. That's down to me though, not down to when you know how to make macarons. They don't. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's because I don't make them often enough. And when you're new and you're making macarons, you do really need to know what you're doing. So it's all about practice. Okay, so I'm not going to overfill these bags. So what we're going to do is...
Linda's hoping to join the course in February.
Yeah.
And Nicola said, just looked on your website for grip mats and they are out of stock.
Oh, are they? Yes, actually, yes. There's other grip mats. Maybe the round ones are out of stock, actually, thanks. I did place an order and I haven't got any in. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I could have saved you from doing that job, couldn't I? So let's do the pink. So you just go over. Has Lincoln left the building or is he still here?
He has. We've just got Chip.
We've just got Chip now. Yeah. And if I can do this today, sorry, well, I'm going to come back and show you some other tricks that I learned by watching YouTube. So we've just got to get this one out of the way first. Yeah. So wipe your nozzle clean. Is this what you thought we were doing, you two?
In my mind, I thought you was going to freehand a lot.
Oh, did you? What did you think I was going to do, Simon?
I thought you were going to freehand it, yeah.
Oh, not though. I can't do freehand.
This is why I was waiting to see what was happening. Could you do this with the white ganache that Rachel made last night?
I don't know. Can't see why not. You could give it a go.
Is that a Wilton Piping 12 that you are using?
It's a Wilton 10.
10?
And it fits this stripe perfectly. So you could do these all one colour. You could do pink, pink, green, green, pink, pink, or the other way around, or whatever colour you wanted.
Liz Barber says, looking to book Buttercream Flowers, got vouchers. When does the class begin?
Right, so if you join now, if you join Buttercream Flowers now, you can see all the classes that we did last year. So is that Lincoln back in the building again?
No, it's Chip leaving.
Chip leaving the building.
We tried to ride up dogs.
Oh, good. Good. So, so you can watch. So if you join Buttercream Flowers now, you can watch all last year's classes, and there's 22 classes, and they were great. The ladies will tell you. Come on, ladies, who are in that group, because I think there's just short of 200 of you in there that was in that group. I know you're not all watching today, but they'll tell you what great fun we had in there. And it was a learning curve for me as well. I was learning as well, and then so you get all last year's classes, and then you get all this year's classes. So like the ladies who've been in there already, they're just going into this one, and if I carry it on next year, we'll go into next year. So I'm trying to think of all different things to learn. Right, okay, so I'm going to start this now just to see if it's right. So I can't remember if I'm meant to chill this now, but I'm just going to...
Well, Karen Bowman says she's never put hers in the fridge or the freezer when making a stripe cake, and they turn out fine.
Yeah, well...
Wow. I love that effect.
That looks pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So what we're going to do is, so we've got stripes on there now, so I'm going to have to dump that into my little dumble.
Another one?
We could pick it off here, but I haven't really got time to pick it off here, so.
You need to fill a few little bits in with it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So you could probably.
Well, the thing is, what you can do is, if you line it up right, you can just keep going round, and it will go back in. So what you do is you actually push against it like that. So push against it like that, and it will line up. So let's test that theory.
That seems to be working.
Yeah, that's it. So we've not scraped any off, so we're just going to push it up like that. So what do we think so far, guys?
Pretty good.
You and me, Simon. Right, okay, so I've got quite a big pink bit on there now, so I do want to get this off. So what's their feedback like?
Geraldine said that's so pretty. Amanda said it looks fabulous. Barbara said it looks so lovely.
Ah, thank you. So I'm going to get a clean cloth and clean up my board. So I'm just going to go round again.
Got lots of love hearts flowing in. Sandra said that's beautiful, Carol.
Right, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I've just got this scrape here to do.
Barbara says you have done yourself proud.
Ah, thank you. So I know I've got a couple of little holes in there, but you know what? I'm not going to push my luck. So let me just get this in here. So let me get this in here. We're going to finish this cake, okay? So I'm not going to do anything with the board, but we are going to put some swirls on the top there. So let's finish this cake. So we've got this one done, and then we'll go on to the buttercream. So this is the Swiss meringue one that we've done, okay? So we'll clean the board. So if you remember, Terry went and washed my cloth out for me before. So I've got a little few patches, but I'm quite happy with that for the first time. Yep, right, so we've got leftover buttercream. So let's get another piping bag. I'm actually very chuffed with that. My first stripe cake.
To say you've not done it before is very
Eh?
impressive.
Pardon?
To say you've not done it before is very
Yeah.
impressive. Loving it.
Right, so where is let's get this. So I'm just going to mix this together there. So I've probably not got enough. I'm just going to put that in there. Put the green in. So if you remember, I'm not straightening my top. I never straighten the tops of my cakes because I can't. So I'm not going to.
Got loads of love flowing in, Carol.
Oh, thank you.
It's brilliant.
So where's my green shell?
11 out of 10, Carol.
Oh, thank you. Not bad for the first one, is it? We've got the second one to do in a minute with buttercream. So, you know, there's a bit that we've just had a little bit of a meltdown there, isn't it, when we scraped it all off the cake. But we've survived it. So I've probably put too much of this stuff in here now. Let's just bin that. So 1 second. So do you mind if I just have a drink of my coffee? I think I need one for my nerves. So.
Jane said it's the best one yet, Carol.
Thanks, Jane.
You're getting better this year, Carol.
Yeah. Right, so let me get my, so I want, 1M. So we're using a 1M tip. Doesn't matter whether it's a Wilton 1M or a Gem 1M, we sell both. So when you use this tip, okay, it's very, very sharp, all right? So when you use this, make sure you roll down your bag. Okay, so I always say to the girls in class, like a pair of stockings. So roll it down and then just pop the nozzle on the end of your finger. Do not shove your finger through it. Just let it rest on there, okay? And I don't know what happened with this one, but this one's been damaged. Right, okay, so there we go.
Barbara asked, would you recommend using SMBC?
Well, I've liked it with the SMBC, so I'm quite happy to. Oops. I've got the green here. So what I'm going to do now is, so you'll see me from the overhead here, so I'm going to use up all the Swiss meringue buttercream I've got because I don't want to waste it. Right. And I know that's got crumbs in there, so we'll just get rid of that stuff with the crumbs on.
Tricia said, if it wasn't for you, Carol, none of us would have picked up baking again.
Yeah, I know, and you know, so many of you say that. You know, I'm not being funny. Even when you've come to the shows, you've always said, "Carol, I love watching you bake. It's why I bake," and you get it. I'm in the kitchen, I'm playing, and you know how many of you have been in the kitchen, you're on your own, and it's like, holy shit, what the hell I'm going to do? Sorry for swearing, but that's how it is, isn't it? And you sit there and think, oh, like then when it all started coming off, there's been a few things today, so we're just going to put a bit of green in. I'm going to put a bit of pink in. I'll have that white in the middle. Bit of green, bit of pink, bit of green.
Sharon Carter says it's lovely. You could always stick butterflies or kite flowers over any bits you're not happy with.
Absolutely. But this is my first cake, so I'm not going to bother with anything like that. I'm quite happy with it as it is. So there we are. So I'm not going to have enough Swiss meringue buttercream to go all the way around and do swirls. So let's get that in there. Sorry, I just need to clean up because it drives me insane. So I'll just get rid of all that. So what we'll do is we'll get this. So our board is nice and clean now. We'll get rid of all that. We'll get rid of all that. And all we're going to do is we're just going to do a little swirl. In fact, oh, look there, we're going to have a green one first. A little one there. And we'll do 4, 4, and then we'll go in the middle. And we'll turn my bag around.
Carol Gatterby says, I've learned so much in the last 5 years.
Oh, thanks, Carol. Right, so that's our little things. I'm just going to do, I wonder if I'll have enough to go around the bottom. No, I don't want to spoil the stripe on the bottom actually. So I'm just going to go in between, in between, in between, and in between, and then we'll do the last one in the middle. There we go. Right, let's get some sprinkles on. Ooh. So sprinkles, sprinkles, sprinkles. What have we got here?
Libby says the colours are pretty together.
Yeah, they look nice, don't they? Keep it pastels. So one cake down, one to go.
Fabulous, awesome, great colours, love the colours.
Thank you. So my very first stripe cake. Have we lost my head, Simon?
You're sitting down, Cameron.
Take the woman back her head.
So I'm just going to sprinkle some nonpareils on there, that's all.
I didn't know you were going to stay so.
Sorry. That's all I'm going to do.
Bling bling.
That's all we're going to do. Do we want bling bling on as well?
Jane said it reminds her of refreshers.
Is this Jane Temple? Which Jane is that that's watching?
Jane Temple.
Oh, Jane Temple. Hi.
And Jane McDougall says, amazing, Carol.
Oh, thank you. So you've noticed I've done no Facebook Live wish list. You're just going to have to remember what we used if you want anything. So a little bit of bling bling. So there's our Swiss meringue stripy cake. Not bad that for our first one, is it?
Okay.
Good. Have you liked it? I'm sure you have, haven't you? It's been great, isn't it? So who's going to give it a go? So on the other scrapers here, if you're going to buy this set, so on the other scrapers here, I've got them in stock if you want them. So you can do that one, or you can just do this really nice pattern. And you know what? Over the next coming weeks, we're going to have a go at all these different patterns. So I'm not going to just show you one and then walk away and leave you to it. So I think next week we'll do another cake with one of the other patterns. Yeah? And then I'm going to do 2 cakes a week for the next 4 weeks using these. And we'll get through using all the different things. And what I want to do is show you next week on the cake. I want to show you how to put the stripe in, okay, and then we're going to mist. So we're still going to put the stripes in, but then we're going to mist, and then we'll just have 2 stripes there and 2 stripes there, and it block. I want to show you how to do that. Yeah, good. So I'm very pleased with that. That is my first official stripe cake. In fact, it's my first stripe cake ever, so I'm well chuffed with that. So that's with the Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'll get Simon to pop that in the freezer.
So much love is pouring through. You should be so proud. Yay, amazing. Absolutely love it.
Thank you. So I've got a couple of things that, you know what, when we get better, my next practice, we'll fill in a few bits. But I also know we've got another cake to do as well. So let's give you that one.
Fridge or freezer?
It can go in the fridge. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't need to go in the freezer anymore. Right, okay then. So let's get back to this little rascal here then. So this is the one that I kept in the freezer, probably a little bit too long because it's buttercream. So it's ideal for, so to me, I feel that if you did it with the Swiss meringue buttercream, it was great to leave it in the fridge. But I feel with the buttercream, it's just too hard. Yeah, so it's softened up a little bit now. So, and Terry got me some hot water there, so I'm just going to soften this butter here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, there it is there. So let me just soften up this buttercream here, and I'll just. So this is buttercream now. This is not Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm just softening it up. So I think maybe for the fridge with buttercream, we don't leave it in as long. We just maybe put it in the fridge rather than the freezer.
Is this the banana one?
This is, can you not smell it? Smells good, doesn't it? Right, okay, so where is my palette knife?
Jenny asks, do you have to pay for the buttercream classes all at once?
You can phone Yin in the office and you can pay in payments. So if you're happy to pay £25 a month, then phone the office, which is Yin. She's on 0161 393 5056, and tell her you want to make 3 payments. They're interest free because you're paying us, so you're not taking it out with a credit company or anything. It's just with us. We're taking you on trust and we'll let you in the group straight away. So, right, okay then. So that class will never go in the sale. So just before you ask, it'll never go in the sale. Neither will my cupcake bouquets, because in the cupcake bouquets we do that once a month, and I've done 12 classes in there already, all different themes. The ladies will tell you. They'll tell you they're all been members. I've got 400 members in there, and they'll tell you it's a massive bargain. So if you do 12 classes, divide that by 60. Where are we up to, Simon? £60 divided by 12.
Like 4.
So it's £4 a class, £5 a class. So on £5 a class, at the moment. That's what it's worked to. And each class has been different, every single one. We popped in a couple of bonus classes, and the next cupcake bouquet class is in February. So
Sue asks, is it SMBC better to use than buttercream for the striped cakes, please?
well, I'll tell you in a minute, but so far I would say yeah.
It does look like it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I would say I prefer the so far, but I haven't done a stripe on this yet, so.
And Debbie Highbury says, Carol, sorry to go off topic, but I wasn't quick enough to order 6-inch ganache plates. Do you know when they will be back in
Yes,
stock?
they'll be back in on Friday.
Awesome.
So I have got an email off the guy. It's for my pink boards as well. So I'm hoping they're all going to be in on Friday. I can't put them in stock because I'm reliant on him making them. It's not something he picks off the shelf. He actually makes them for me. And he makes my ganache plates as well. So I've actually asked him to make the ganache plates bigger for like what Rachel did last night, because she prefers to use 6.5s. And I thought if you're going to do her wedding cake class, then you might as well use the same as her.
And Dinaz asks, can we use the ganache plates for this step?
For the what?
For this step.
For the step?
This step.
You can use it for buttercream. She did say you can use it for buttercream. I've never used ganache plates. That's something else I need to learn, isn't it? So when I was watching Rachel last night, I was paying attention. But
Lynn asks, how much is it to join the bouquet class?
so the bouquet class is £60. There's already 12 classes in there, and that's like £5 a class. The next live class is in February, so then that would be 13. So how much is that then, Simon? £60 divided by 13.
Oh,
I know, get your phone out. Get your calculator out.
A bargain, that's what it is. Huh?
yes,
Yeah, it's a bargain.
bargain.
And if you look at Buttercream Flowers, we've done 22 classes in there, okay? So divide 70 to 75 by 22. And then we're starting again this year. So once you become a member, you're a member. Now we've got your die-hard class members in there who are there every week. And then we've got other people who watch it on the weekend. So let me just scrape this now.
Gillian said she's tempted to join Buttercream Flowers, but she's never made a big cake.
You don't make it, we start off just making flowers. We don't make any cakes at first, and you don't have to make cakes, because in Buttercream Flowers, I actually show you how to make the flour, and then you put them on a tray and pop them in the freezer and save them, or you put them on cupcakes at first. That's what we do, and we only got to big cakes at the end. So,
That should ease your fears.
yeah. And then I've got the Nifty Nozzles class, so we've got 4 classes in there. That does work out at £10 a class. That won't continue, that's just 4 classes. I think I've got that on offer. That's the only class I've got on offer for £30 at the moment.
Paula asks, any idea when the mini Nifty Nozzles will be back in stock?
Right, oh, I know. So basically I'm getting no joy from the Russians. The Russians are like us, they're in lockdown. They've got a massive problem getting steel. So that's the end of the situation. They cannot get steel at the moment. And their lockdown's being treated completely different to us. So they don't, when they're locked down, they've actually got, well, this is what I was told. They've got people, like we've got the police, but they've got people patrolling everywhere. I know Alexander's wife was telling me that they live in a tower block, and she was saying it was absolutely awful. The kids can only go and run up and down the stairs, and it's driving them insane. So they're having a massive problem at the moment. So I've just not minded them, sent them an email, and they just said it would be a 6-month lead time at the earliest. So I'm just, at the moment, I'm just ignoring everything. So it's only what nozzles I've got at the moment. So I'm just going around this again.
Got questions for cupcake boxes, cupcake bouquet boxes.
So cupcake bouquet boxes, I've ordered them. So I ordered them yesterday, and I'm waiting for the supplier to get back to me. And she could well have already got back to me today, but I'm in here. So I was hoping she would have called me back yesterday. So we're going to try this again. So I've ordered, I think I've ordered 100 red ones, because you want the cupcake bouquet boxes. Now do remember, the bouquet boxes is not what I teach you in the cupcake bouquet class. In the cupcake bouquet class, you learn how to make bouquets from a 3 cup to a 74 cup. We've only done one 74 cup and I never want to do it again. I nearly broke my back on that one. So, but from a 3 to a 74. Now there's other classes that you can buy with other people and they only show you a 7 cup and a 12 cup. But for my £75, you have got 12 classes already. And then you've got all this year's classes as well. And next year's classes. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to do them every month this year. So, but I'm definitely doing February, March,
Two more Scott questions for you, Carol.
Yeah.
When will the thick Queen of Hearts piping bags be?
Yes, I haven't ordered them. So what I've ordered is, I do need to order them off the girls, Valerie and Christina, so I do need to order them, but it was quicker for me to get them from another supplier, because if I order them from the girls, they have to speak to Laura, and then Laura has to organise a collection, and it would have taken me a week. So I've actually ordered the Simply Making bags, which are just as good. So I use 3 bags. I use Tala, I use Simply Making, and I use the Queen of Hearts bags, and they're all exactly the same quality. They are the best bags. So they never pop, they don't burst, they don't get holes in them. They are the most amazing bags.
And lastly, when will that lovely ruby dust be in stock?
Ruby dust is on back order. Okay, so I've got 100 pots on back order and I'm waiting for them to tell me. So that's coming in from their suppliers. So that there's 100 pots for me. I've been guaranteed 100 pots. So as soon as they get them in, they've got every colour in apart from ruby. Yeah. Right, so we're going to do this again. Okay, so we're going to stick this in. So we'll stick this in here. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go round. So that's better, it's a bit softer, isn't it? Ooh.
Still dragging it off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still dragging it off. So what I'm going to do now is, rather than it's all off there. Right, okay. So this is the fun of Alive, and the fun of not knowing what you're doing. So at the moment, I'm just going to say, I love Swiss meringue buttercream. So.
Each difference. And it might make a difference how you make your buttercream, mightn't it?
Pardon?
You made your buttercream more buttery.
More buttery?
Because the Swiss meringue buttercream's got twice as much butter in, hasn't
Yeah.
it? To what the normal buttercream, that might be the main difference.
Yeah, I'm not going to get stressed about it. So,
No.
for you ladies, those who want to stay till I finish this cake, I am not leaving this room until we finish. Sorry, Simon and Terry, if you want to go home. It's not happening
we could
yet.
call it done now, couldn't we?
Hey?
Say buttercream doesn't work with stripes and just call it a rustic cake.
Rustic cake. Do the freehand piping. Spin the turntable and just let it pipe itself.
Right, okay. Listen, don't give in. I'm not even going to bother smoothing it now. I'm actually just not going to go in so deep. So I'm just going to go around nice and light. So, right, so this isn't how we want it, but this is what we're going to have to do. Okay, so I can see I haven't got some that side there. So
Ellen
we've got
says, I am
pressure.
staying until it's finished.
Pardon?
Ellen says, I am staying until it's finished.
Good girl. That's what I like.
Me too.
Yeah, you too.
How about
Right, okay. So listen, we're not mucking about with any more of this now. What we're going to do is we're just going to go straight on and do the stripes. So cloth, wipe my hands. So I'm not happy with this really. So, but everybody I saw who was making it was using Swiss meringue buttercream. And I have to say, I think I will always use Swiss meringue buttercream. So you want the whipping it up. Anyhow, girls, let me see.
It certainly worked perfectly, really, didn't it?
It worked a lot
Compared to this.
easier, yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, well, it worked, yeah.
That's the difference.
It did. So I just need a number 10 nozzle. Yep, so there's number 10. Great, I had another one.
Michelle says, I'm with you until the cat has to go to the vet.
Good girl. What time's the vet? I can't have to go to the vet. Right, okay. So we've got one. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to do a rough version here now. See how it goes. Right, just want to make sure how soft this is. So let me just add a little bit of water to this to loosen this up. Tea towel. Press my bowl on. So I've just loosened it up with a little bit of water. It will be what it'll be. It's not quite as deep as I'd like it to be.
Nikki King says I'm not going anywhere, so you've got until Tracy Mann kicks you off at 6:30.
Oh yeah. That's true, isn't it? Yeah, Tracy Mann does 2 lives a week for us on our channel, and she's independent, so whatever she sells you is direct from her, and but she is using Whipping It Up tonight for royal icing, so we let Tracy on our channel, and we love working with her, and we're more than happy to promote her, and she is a professional in royal icing. So tonight she's using our Whipping It Up, and she's also doing classes as well, and in her classes she's going to be showing you the traditional way of making royal icing. Now, Whipping It Up is a brand new product to Tracy, so she hasn't she's mastered the brush embroidery.
Well, you froze then.
Yes, I did. So she's mastered the brush embroidery with it, so she's just got a few other things to practice with it at the moment. So, because when you're used to making it from scratch, it's just a bit different. Right, so I'm just going to have to use one of those other nozzles. I don't know those other nozzles. I won't find it. Right, let's stick that in there. So always stay calm when you cake decorating, and no point getting upset. It's only cake. Okay, only cake. And the thing is, we all get stressed about, well, I don't get stressed about cake, but people get so stressed about cake, you give it to the customer. They don't even notice half the things that you know. And the worst thing you can do is be telling the customer what's wrong with it. Just shut up and wait for them to spot it. And if they don't spot it, say no. So as long as you've made them a nice, fresh cake, and it tastes delicious, and that's it. Obviously, if you are charging a very high price point and you're using the best ingredients, well, that's a different game altogether.
Sarah says she loves your attitude.
Yeah, thank you. Which Sarah is that?
Sarah Jane Gray.
Sarah who?
Jane Gray.
Oh. So how are we doing with the audience? Are they staying with us, or are they all gone off?
Yeah, we have 350 people.
Oh, crikey. Well done. What have you done with the kids then?
A lot of husbands are now waiting for the teas.
Oh, well, leave them to
Giving
wait.
them the eyes.
Tell them to
That
make
meat
you your
cake.
tea. Yeah.
Some ordering takeaway. Jackie's got a dinner in the slow cooker. She knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Every Tuesday, don't ever plan to go away. So when we're here next Tuesday, so I'm going to do some buttercream cakes again, and we'll try some other methods with these cones next week. So these cones are on the website if you want them, and I'll be very grateful if you buy them off me. That would be great. So
Jane McDougall says, stay calm and cake on.
exactly. So, right, okay then. So we are just, so this isn't as deep as I would like it, if I'm honest, so we're just going to have to wing this one. So wait a minute, I need to pop that a little bit there. There we go. So we're just going to wing this one. I've no idea what this is going to look like.
Sarah says she's watched you loads but never had the nerve to comment before. I don't want to sound silly.
Oh,
but we're all a
don't.
family here, Sarah, so don't ever be afraid.
Yeah. I actually don't even know which line I'm following there now.
Oh dear.
Any line you want.
This could be quite a wonky line because I don't know which one I'm following. Oh,
This
right,
could
looks
be
like
a
I'm still on that.
spiral version.
Yeah,
Well, they've met up, so that's good.
yeah.
So you're doing 3 extra colours here, are you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I like that purple.
Yeah, so the colours I'm using is Colour Splash. Right, okay, so where's that coral colour? So anybody who's watching me doing this stripe class, this has gone a little bit wrong with the buttercream. So I haven't got enough grooves here, if I'm honest. So that groove there isn't in deep enough, so you know what, we might lose some of the cake. I should have checked all the way around the cake that had gone in. But you know what? It's going to be fine for us. Whoever I give it to, I'm sure they're going to be very happy.
Kathy says metal combs work good as well because they can be heated with hot water.
Yes, that's right, they can. So the only metal combs I've got are the ones that I'm going to put on with Evil Cake Genius, but I didn't really want to use them because I won't have any more stock. So if you're in America, I would certainly go and buy them off Evil Cake Genius because their combs are brilliant. So there we go. But if you're off me, buy these Wilton ones.
Di says dogs have had the tea, but hubby and son have to wait now.
Yeah, well, why don't you get hubby and son to make you your tea?
Hubby has just cooked chips for the first time in 50 years.
I bet that was a fun experience. Yes, it would be nice if we had a bowl of hot water here for this, but we're not. So let's see how we get on here now. So in fact, I'm going to go and run hot water over it actually, because we are using the buttercream instead of the Swiss meringue. So sorry for my leg a minute. So do you want to keep reading out comments, Terry?
Huh? Donna says, God, I'm starving. Cut us a slice already, Carol.
Is that Donna and Marie?
Donna Jeffrey.
Right. I haven't got nobody right today.
Debbie Hardgrave said she'd be on beans and toast if it was left to her husband.
Right, do you want to go to the standing up camera?
Bill Griffin is multitasking, doing tea in between watching.
Oh, thank you. So let's see how we're going to go around here.
Jane McDougall says, it's never wrong, it's called artistic license.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's not too bad, is it?
Margaret's having a fab afternoon watching, thank you.
Right, I don't think I want to scrape any more off that because I reckon I'm going to end up scraping it all off. So,
I like that bubble.
yeah. It's called the blurred effect. Right, I think that's all I can do on there, girls. So I think we need to come back and practice this one again, don't we? But overall, do you know what? It's my second stripe cake. So we've done one with Swiss meringue buttercream and we've done one with normal buttercream. So the Swiss meringue buttercream we've used is the whipping it up. And if you've not used whipping it up, seriously, use it. It's brilliant. It's on the website. It's fantastic. It's a 500-gram bag. It's white in colour. Okay.
Didn't I say it's like magic watching the stripes get stripy?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I've lost some. So this is where it wasn't engraved, you know, it wasn't dug in enough. And so it's not perfect. but it'll do. So let me just put that in there.
Looks good, looks fantastic.
So I'm just going to give this one just give it a little stripe here.
Whipping it up is amazing. I use it all the time now, says Teresa.
Oh yeah, you know what? Once you get used to whipping it up, you'll love it. Right, okay. So I've stretched. That's it. It's going to be done now. So let's get my bag. If you haven't got whipping it up, then you now know to use it. So let's get another piping bag.
Charlie loves both the colours of the cakes.
So they're not perfect stripes. Well, they weren't perfect stripes on the other one, so I just need a piping bag. 1 second. So we need the one end.
Melody asks, so would you say the SMBC was much easier than Buttercream?
Yes. My personal opinion today for my first stripe cake. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I think we can all agree. So it was a good exercise, wasn't it? So I'm not straightening up the top of my cake. I never do.
Annette says, I'm sure whoever it goes to will be very happy with it. It looks great.
Yeah. So I'm just the stripes that I've knocked off there. I'm just going to put in the bag. So let me just cut this off. A little bit of that. Cut that off. So as you can see, the sale of the classes has been extended because we're still here. So keep going.
Annette is asking, is the wedding cake class on the website yet?
The wedding class, so what I'm going to do is, while I'm watching Tracy Mann tonight, I've got 4 classes to put on the website for you. So I've got the wedding cake classes to put on £40. I've got the structure class, the horse one, you want to do that one. It's on my birthday, it means you'll be celebrating it with me as well. So that one there is £40 as well, because you're going to learn how to structure. Don't be feared. Hannah is an amazing tutor, and those people who've already been in Hannah's class, she wants to take you up a grade. So that class normally would be in the £200 region, but she's going to do it online for you for £40. And so you want to get on that one. And then I'm going to put 5 classes on tonight, but I haven't got pictures yet for Doe's class. So I'm going to put on 2 classes for Julie Rogerson, which is the fairy cake, so it's a fairy tree cake, and then the baby carry bag. And then Doe has messaged me with a picture of her cake toppers for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to get that on, and Terry will do me a picture for the website tomorrow. Yeah, so again, we're just going to do the swirl. So we'll do the swirl. So this time we're doing swirls rather than just a squeeze. So we'll do the swirl, and we're going to do the squeeze. Yeah. And then we're just going to do a big squeeze in the middle now. Yep. So that's that one. Let's get some sprinkles. What have I got sprinkle wise here? I've had to tidy up in all my cupboards and don't know where anything is.
Julia's just sneaked in there and booked 2 of the classes on sale.
Yay, fantastic.
And Denise loved Rachel's live yesterday.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? So let's do these. So there we go. There we go. If you've never had these are called Happy Sprinkles chocolate balls. Watch me not have another freaking pink one left. No, I haven't. Oh, Carol. Right, I'll take those pink ones off. I'll have to have gold ones. Oops, daisy.
this means is it looks so yummy.
Yeah. And these, Happy Sprinkles, these, look at these. They're just like Maltesers. So I'll just test one for you so you know. Yum, 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 yum. I'll just taste another one. Trying to go mad because I'm on the diet. Right. And then we need some bling bling, which we're using the Sugar Flare Sparkling. So as you can see, I've got gaps, and that's because I didn't go deep enough with my comb. So I didn't go deep enough, and everywhere else is fine where I have gone deep enough. So second cake practice. So we're done, aren't we, guys? I'll just taste another one of these for you. Don't be cupboard. Don't tell John.
The lines look clearer than expected.
Hey Simon, we never put the lights on today. Weren't they on at one time today?
I thought they were.
No, not on.
I did notice them earlier, but obviously I didn't want to mention it. I know, did anybody mention the lights?
No, not that I saw.
Right, do you want to get out the other cake then? So we'll show you both. So I hope you've enjoyed today. What's he doing? Is he getting rid of us already?
I was just setting it up and I hadn't.
No, he wasn't. He was there. Get off. Go on, Tra. I'm going home. So what's the feedback then, Terry?
I had a little mishap where it went off.
Yay, look at that. So there we go, 2 stripy cakes.
Love the colours.
Yeah, 2 stripy cakes, quite nice, isn't it? That coral and purple, so that's colour splash, so that's lovely. So I know I haven't got my stripes right on the buttercream. So you've asked me, and I've never coated a cake in Swiss meringue buttercream before in my life either. So I've used it for doing cupcakes, rose swirls with, because it's gorgeous for rose swirls. And I've used it for all the baking things, but I've actually never covered a cake with it. So I would probably say I would do the stripes with whipping it up, Swiss meringue buttercream. So definitely do that. So good, that's us done. I think I can go home. Well, actually, I've got this kitchen to clean, ready for tomorrow. So Tracy Mann, 6:30 live tonight. So you've got an hour before she comes live. She's going to be using whipping it up, showing you how to do royal icing. We will be back here in the kitchen at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got a baking box. So there's a bundle on the website. So if you are shopping on the website tonight and you want to know how to that bundle, so tomorrow I'm going to be showing you how to make cupcakes for the children. These are things that you can do with the children. And I think there's strawberry milkshake in there and chocolate milkshake in there and some sprinkles, some cupcake cases. They are Father Christmas ones, but it's because we did the bundles before Christmas, so you'll have to use them. But nobody's going to know. Don't think they're going to moan about it. So I'm going to show you how to make some cupcakes. We're going to decorate them. And then on Thursday, we've got another bundle that's on the website, and we're going to show you how to make chocolate brownies. So lots to do. So those are 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock on Thursday. Tracy Mann, 6:30 tonight, 11:30 on Thursday. Okay, and then we go live on Thursday night with Laura at 8 o'clock. So you've got 3 lives on Thursday. And then you've got Karen, who goes live with her and Simon on Friday. So we're going to keep you busy, girls. You're going to bake, bake and bake. Do we agree? With sugar and crumbs. That's what we're going to do. Yeah?
Yes.
So thanks, Terry.
Thank you everybody that's commented and sent love in.
Oh, thank you. And thanks, Simon.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, as Terry said, thank you everybody for joining us. Hope you've had a great day. Go and get your tea and we'll see you back at 6:30. And I'll get the new classes on tonight. They'll take me a bit of time, but they'll all be on tonight. All right? Cheerio. Bye.